Elena Rybakina upsets Aryna Sabalenka to win Maiden WTA Finals title, beats world number 1 in straight sets 6-3, 7-6 in the final. Kazakhstan's tennis player Elena Rybakina has won the WTA Finals title. In the final of this year-ending tournament, 6th seed Rybakina defeated world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka in straight sets 6-3, 7-6. The 26-year-old Rybakina succeeded in winning this title for the first time. She won all 5 matches in the tournament. Along with this, she received a prize money of 46 Indian rupees crore. Rybakina defeated both world number 1, Sabalenka, and world number 2, Iga Swiatek, in the tournament to win the 11th title of her career. She lifted a trophy for the 3rd time this year. Sabalenka reached the WTA Finals for the first time in 3 years. Sabalenka qualified for the finals by defeating Amanda Anisimova 6-3, 3-6, 6-3 in the first semi-final played on Saturday. She qualified for the WTA Finals title for the first time in 3 years. In the first set of the semi-final, she easily defeated Anisimova 6-3. However, Anisimova made a strong comeback in the second set and won it 3-6. In the decisive third set, Sabalenka secured the win by taking a 4-3 lead. After the match, Sabalenka said, "Even if I had lost, it wouldn't have mattered, because it was a fantastic match. Both players performed well enough to deserve a spot in the final. I am very happy to have won." Rybakina made it to the finals for the first time. Rybakina defeated world number 5 Jessica Pegula 4-6, 6-4, 6-3 in the second semi-final. She reached the WTA Finals for the first time. Rybakina said after the win, "The start of the match was tough, but I managed to make a comeback in the second set. My serve helped me at the right time in the deciding set." WTA Finals, the biggest women's tennis tournament after the 4 Grand Slams. In the annual calendar of women's tennis, the WTA Finals is considered the most important tournament after the 4 Grand Slams. It features the top 8 singles players and top 8 doubles teams based on their performance throughout the season. If a player or team has won a Grand Slam in a given year, but their ranking is between 9th and 20th, they can also be given a spot in the tournament as the 8th seed. The tournament started in 1972 as the Virginia Slims Circuit Championship, which later became known as the WTA Tour Finals. Since 2003, the tournament format has changed, and players are divided into 2 groups of 4, with each player playing 3 round-robin matches. The top 2 players from each group reach the semifinals, and then the champion is decided by the final match. The WTA Finals offer the highest prize money and ranking points after the Grand Slams. Martina Navratilova has been the most successful player in the history of this tournament, having won 8 singles and 13 doubles titles. WTA Final 2025 Group, Steffi Graf and Serena Williams Group. This year, the 2 groups are Steffi Graf and Serena Williams. The Steffi Graf group includes Aryna Sabalenka, Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula, and Jasmine Paolini. The Serena Williams group includes Iga Swiatek, Amanda Anisimova, Elena Rybakina, and Madison Keys. From the outset, Rybakina committed herself to action. She served with precision and power, and capitalized on the one-break opportunity she managed in the first set to pull ahead 6-3. Sabalenka, usually so dominant, found herself facing a player who simply refused to yield. NDTV Sports +1. The second set was a test of nerve. Sabalenka, true to her fighting nature, pushed Rybakina to a tiebreak after a tense 5-5 hold-hold sequence. But when the breaker began, Rybakina elevated her game and closed it out 7-0. The final scoreline, 7-6-0, doesn't fully convey the dominance with which she finished the job. Sky Sports +1. Why this matters. A maiden WTA Finals title. For Rybakina, this her first time lifting the year-end championship trophy. Having made the field but not previously broken through, this is a milestone. Women's Tennis Association +1. Beating the world number 1 in decisive fashion, Sabalenka entered as the top seed and many would have expected her to dominate. Rybakina showed that on this day, she was the better player. Record-breaking prize money and perfect week, Rybakina won all her matches in the event, finishing 5-0, and the payout of US $5.235 million is the largest in the history of the WTA Finals. Women's Tennis Association +1. Historic for Kazakhstan and Asia, Rybakina becomes the first player representing a country in Asia, Kazakhstan, to win the WTA Finals singles title. NDTV Sports +1. The match, key moments and tactics. First set momentum, Rybakina's aggressive return game forced Sabalenka into errors. A crucial lob-over and error gave Rybakina the break she needed. Supersport +1. Serve dominance, especially in the second set, Rybakina dropped only a handful of points on serve through 4 service games. That composure under pressure was pivotal. NDTV Sports. Tiebreak mastery. At 6-6 in the second set, Rybakina produced an ice-cold tiebreak. Against a player with a 22-2 tiebreak record this year, she delivered a flawless performance. Arabian News +1. Mental edge. Sabalenka is renowned for her power and relentlessness, yet today Rybakina seemed to set the tempo. She remained calm when challenged, held her nerve at 15-40 down in Game 7 of the first set, and didn't lose composure when Sabalenka threatened. ABC. The backstory, a resurgence. Rybakina's journey to this moment didn't follow a straight line. After winning Wimbledon championships in 2022, she faced periods of difficulty, coaching changes, dips in form, inconsistency. Yet she persisted. This week, entering the finals as the last qualifier, she looked like someone who had regained her edge. The build-up, late-season form, confidence building, and now, room to grow. ABC +1. What this means going forward. For Rybakina. She has proven she can beat the very best on a big stage. That's a priceless asset in tennis. Expect her to enter 2026 with swagger and belief. She'll now be a target, but also one with a new title to defend. Her serve and baseline game, already potent, look sharpened. If she tightens the finer points, movement, consistency under pressure, she could dominate. For Sabalenka. Even in defeat, she delivered a phenomenal season, setting a new WTA record for single-season prize money. NDTV Sports. But this final exposes areas to refine, closing in key moments, managing the breaks of the opposition's momentum, staying sharp when facing someone in full flow. For women's tennis. Rivalries like Rybakina versus Sabalenka are what keep the sport compelling. Seeing someone step up and challenge a top seed in this way is healthy for the tour. The WTA Finals earning the status they hold this match reaffirmed its value as not merely an exhibition, but a stage where champions are made. A few reflections. There's something poetic about a player who enters as the last qualifier becoming the champion. It underscores grit, belief, and that form can be fleeting, but when it hits, it can be devastating. Rybakina's serve has always been a weapon, but serving well isn't enough unless you can break the opponent and then hold serve under pressure. She did both today. Sabalenka's powerful game sometimes depends on a certain rhythm. When that rhythm is disrupted by someone calm, deep-hitting,